Sean in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hi.
Hi, Rush. I want you to know that I love what you do, not only for America, but for conservatism. I have a quick comment and then maybe an opportunity to make you the host look good. I've developed a little acronym I think that we can, as conservatives, use to kind of describe how Trump has succeeded in repudiating things that occur every day and have been done in very different ways. That is the word Trump, sort of like the verb, like America's been Trump. Total repudiation, unrecognized by most people every day. I mean, he does it in so many different ways. What do you think about that?
I like it. I like anything that's communicative.
Sure. We know he's dominating Washington also with a game that liberals developed, but really no Republican has been able to win at. He uses tactics that have been used for many decades, but he uses them to promote his more conservative agenda. I'm not sure if you're thinking of the same thing I am, but I'm thinking of Saul Alinsky. Several of his rules describe almost to a T what Trump does. Number 13, pick the target, freeze it, personalize it, polarize it. He does this with the Rocket Man, Pocahontas. The threat, number 9, the threat is usually more terrifying than the thing itself. I think this comes to play with his negotiating. As the expert on all things conservative, what does Maharishi think himself?
Well, I think not only that, he freezes it and isolates it. And I think the greatest example of Trump using Alinsky-like tactics is fake news. I mean, he just gets in their face, and it clearly has worked. Jim Acosta, otherwise thought to be an adult, Jim Acosta at CNN. These people are nothing but babies. They are spoiled, rotten babies. And somebody has told them along the lines of their education that because their job is mentioned in the Constitution, that they're special and that they're above criticism. Who was it? I had this the other day, and I don't remember who said it. It was some journalist said, or some commentator, and it might have been CNN, said that you cannot criticize media people. You cannot criticize journalists. It might have been Bob. No, it wasn't Woodward. It was somebody who is a relatively big name in media. You cannot criticize us. To criticize us is to do great damage to our democracy. You cannot criticize media. Now, they are taught this. These journalists are cookie cutters. They're taught as cookie cutters. They come out all thinking and doing the same things. And they believe their job is unique and special and unassailable because it's mentioned in the Constitution, freedom of the press. And here's Trump just taking it right to him. Fake news and pointing out examples and making fun of them. Ridicule is a key ingredient of Alinskyism. Ridicule is considered to be one of the most effective ways of ridding someone of respect. Ridicule. And Trump ridicules them constantly. Here's Jim Acosta, after a White House briefing earlier this week, literally whining to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, you haven't called on me in 3 days. You haven't called on me in 3 days. It isn't fair. It's like a kindergartner. Which is why, I go back and forth about, are these people really this dumb and stupid, or is some of this an act? And I think the former. I think they believe all this garbage. I think they're obsessed here with, you have to be really wary of people who think they are important and irreplaceable. Those people you need to be at arm's length from and never trust them, because they're not healthy. People that don't have any humility are dangerous. You don't want to be friends with them. They'll end up destroying the friendship. You will have very little in common with somebody who doesn't have any humility at all. It's a fundamental human requirement in terms of human ingredients. Let's take a brief time out. We will continue in mere moments. Hang tough.